Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Traffic Jams. These are the songs that are going to make rushing to work feel more like rushing to Warp Tour. Super stoked to tell you guys about one of my favorite punk rock groups of all time today. They're from literally all over Canada, and they're called Is A Standoff. This is their 2011 EP called Be Delighted. So here's the scoop. In 2005, this epic Canadian punk band called Belvedere breaks up. Don't worry, they're back together now. But at the time, they weren't. So the lead singer and guitarist from that band, Steve Rawls, who's from Calgary, and the drummer from that band, Graham Churchill, who's from Edmonton, are like, this sucks. We need to start another band. So they jump on the horn, which is what you called a phone back in 2005, and they call this guy named John Maloche, who plays in a band called 40 Cent Fix from Ottawa, and he's in. So they pick up the phone again, and they call this guy named Corey Tapp, who plays in a band called One Shot Left from Medicine Hat, Alberta, and he's in. And just like that, we got a super group. They're like Broken Social Scene, but if the music was interesting. Oh, shots fired. Seriously, who listens to that band? I'm just kidding, I know someone does. Just because I don't listen to them doesn't mean they're not good. I have literally no credentials, so if that comment actually upset you, then just start a hate thread. The point is, these are all super talented dudes. So they take their collective punk, metal, and hardcore influence into the studio. They record 2 demos. They release them on MySpace, which at the time was literally the only place that you could stream music. And not surprisingly, it blows up. They make a name for themselves on the road. In 2007, they released their debut album, Be Excited. It's fire. The energy is insane. The melodies are so strong. The lyrics are exceptional. And cripes, is it ever fast. Holy cannoli, it's fast. People say when they hear it for the first time. I cannot stress enough how fast it is. It's like race car fast. It's like Dalai Lama fast. It's like Keanu Reeves in Speed fast. Or Keanu Reeves in The Matrix fast. Or Keanu Reeves in John Wick fast. He's been in a lot. Keanu Reeves has been in a lot of movies where he does things fast. Am I getting the point across here? If I were to ask you the speed of this music, what would the answer be? That's right. Good job. A+. 2 years later, in 2009, they released a follow-up album called Be Disappointed, which obviously has a slightly darker tone. And then another 2 years later, they released this EP, which in my opinion is the perfect blend of all that experience. And then sadly, like all great bands before them, they break up. In just under 5 years, what was supposed to be a side project turned into multiple albums and over 300 shows. And then they just vanished. So if you didn't have a MySpace account, or you weren't at one of those shows, then I'm not sure how else you would have heard of these guys. But they're incredible. I'm a fan, if you couldn't tell. And if you like fast, hard-hitting, melodic punk music, then you're probably going to be a fan too. So go check them out, keep your eyes on the road, and make sure you come back next week for another episode of Traffic Jams. See you then.